Hello everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw the prisoner. Alright, so I'm going to start with a quick sketch of what I'm going to try to get him to look like. And I want to do something strong, right? Let's see if we can get him to look like he's supposed to. The problem is, he's got so much detail, which is cool, but I gotta try to make this work in a little amount of time and get in as many details as I can. And still make it fun, because we don't want to lose anything. Alright, so if I do that, let's see. Wow, there's a lot of detail here. Okay, so I'm going to go 1 foot down like that. Then this one here like that. And I think that'll be good for the quick sketch. But let me make sure. Oh, I already see some stuff I missed. I missed a whole bunch. Okay, so let me just try to wrap this up real quick. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. A little bit more here, a little bit more there, and then we can get started. Alright, oh, yep, forgot that too. Forgot that too. The hard part's going to be the chains. I'm trying to figure out how I want to teach you guys to do chains. Because I can teach you guys, but we're also trying to just get through this to have some fun and not spend all night drawing. Though I like doing that. I know you guys aren't here to spend the whole night drawing. So, okay, I think I'm done with the fine detail, or with a quick sketch, so I'm going to switch over to some sharpies now and see what I can get going here. So, I'm going to start off with his head, and since usually I start off with the eyes, I'm just going to start off with his little locket space right there. Work with that. Okay, so here I'm going to draw the little eyepiece that he's got there, and try to work with that. Okay, so I'm going to come down here. It almost looks like a skull. This is going to be a little, the top of his like helmet type thing, and it's going to be behind these rivets. So let's go ahead and draw that. So I'm going to do like this. And I'm just taking artistic license is what I'm doing. And just drawing what I think the rivets look like. And making them mine, making it unique. Because it's my drawing, you know, I can do what I want. And I'm going to do these weird little things that he's got on the side here. Then I can go ahead and connect it. So I'm going to bring this around, up to the top. And down and like that. And since that's in front of his head, we can draw some of those little icy spikes that he's got in his head that we'll take care of with color later, right? And so now we're going to go ahead and bring it down and draw his chin. I'm just drawing some weird little lines because he's got a very unique look to him, almost like Frankenstein look, you know. So I'm kind of drawing some crazy lines for his face. Okay, so let's draw the chains, and it's going to come down, one's going to hang down like that underneath his little collared neck piece, just like that. So we're going to draw real simple chains, and the easiest way to do it is just draw like that. So we're going to draw one in the middle and then two on the side. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're going to go ahead and draw 2 like that. and then 1. Now, it's not the most accurate because chains aren't always facing you like that, but for now, this is what we're going to do, because this is how we're drawing. And we draw however we want to draw, because this is how I draw, you draw how you draw. And so underneath this big metal collar thing he has on, it's like a material. So I'm just going to kind of draw that like that, and bring it up like that. And that'll be his neck piece, okay? So let's draw the rest of him, and we're going to draw his chest. And it's really bumpy too, so I'm just going to kind of take some creative liberties while I'm doing this, okay? So I'm just kind of doing this. That's his chest and his ribs, and we're just going to kind of, oh, you know what, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do that with a sharper Sharpie. I'm just going to draw like that, and that'll give you an idea of where we're going to do everything else. So let's draw some of those rocky ice pieces on his shoulder, like that, and we're going to draw this, and the detail I want to put in there, I'm going to come back and do that later. So let's draw the arm bracelet that he has right there, and that also has like a lock, kind of like on his face. And then I'm going to draw the rest of his arm, and they're both going to be kind of out like that because he's kind of strong and scary, right? So let's go ahead and do this one too. So I'm going to draw some, I want to call them crags. I don't know why. I just want to call them crags. So let's draw the crags, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw his other little armband piece. And now I'm going to draw his arm like that, just like that. We're in the same spot on both arms, okay? So let's see. Let's draw his hands, and I'm going to have his hands kind of like this. So I'm going to, since I know where they're going to be, I'm going to go ahead and draw them first. So I'm going to draw like this, and that is going to help me figure out where I'm going to put his hands. Okay, simple. Fists like this, and it looks kind of crazy weird because he's got all kinds of crazy stuff on it. So we're gonna just add all these crazy details. So just bear with me with all the funny things we're putting in here because he's got a whole lot of crazy details. Okay. Let's do a chain going around right here because he's got one going around this piece, and since that's on top, we want to do that first. So let's just take a guess at it. So there's that. Draw the 2. There's one there. Draw the 2. And see, it's not perfect. It's not exact. But that's how it's going to be. And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't look like it. Who knows? Let's just draw and have fun. So I'm going to draw the back of that piece. It's going to come around to there. I'm going to add a little bit more like this, just to give myself some more things to play with like that with the coloring. And then there. So that's going to be that part. So this one's kind of the same thing. We're going to just draw it off to the side more. This one will be straight out. That way you can just draw it and not worry about perspective like this one, okay? So this one I'm going to do off like that, up like that. And then I'm going to do the chain thing like I was talking here. I'm just going to draw it right in the middle because I know it's going to go right down the middle of it. And I'm trying to draw it around like it's going around the thing, okay? And then this is going to come up and behind it. Like that. And then this has this strange little like belt buckle containment units. So I'm going to draw the flat end there, and this is supposed to curve around like that. And that's going to curve around like that. And so now we're just going to draw a regular fist here. So I'm going to draw the thumb like that. And then draw the fingers, little sausages as I like to call them, and then draw the other part of the hand, and draw the knuckles like that. And that'll be pretty much the hand right there. You can add more detail, but for now we're just going to do that because we got a lot to go still. So let's go ahead and draw his belt. That's the furthermost part, so I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to loop it around like that. Draw another one right around it, but not touching, like that. I'm going to draw a strap there, or a little piece of metal that holds it together. And then I'm going to go across like this. And this one would go across and come out like that. I'm going to add little attachments. And then I can draw the rest of it, which is like this big crazy metal box. What a crazy cuckoo character, right? But it's pretty cool. So now we're going to draw the cloth that is underneath this belt buckle. And we're going to add a little detail later. We're not going to worry about that right now. So I'm going to draw one part of the cloth, a little cut in it right there. Then draw one more piece. Same thing, a little cut in it right there. Cut across, and that's that part of the cloth. It's tied up right here, so we're going to do a little knot. We're going to come in like that. One like that. And then like that. And that'll be the knot part. So now we can, we can draw this material that's hanging down like this. And I'm just going to draw some crazy little rippity crags, you know, just like giving it some flavor and detail, because it's just how I create it. It's your unique style, and that's what I'm doing with mine. Okay, like that. Do the same thing over here. It's all bunged up over here, so that's why it's just kind of hanging down a little bit, all caca cuckoo, right? So let's do a couple more. And one last one. Like that. And that'll take care of the material hanging down. One more piece. And then now let's do his legs. So I'm going to come in for one leg. I'm going to cut it off like that because they are wrapped up with more metal pieces. And he's got a whole bunch of crazy, crazy metal pieces. So I'm just going to kind of draw something like this. And like that, because he's got all these weird little things holding it together. So I'm just kind of making it up compared to what I'm looking at. And then gonna kind of just make it work, right? Because that's all these metal pieces binding it all together, and so there's only so much we can do for 100% accuracy. So now let's draw some shackles, because he is the prisoner. And let's draw his feet. So I'm going to come down. There's his foot, the ball of his foot. I'm going to come in like this. I'm going to draw one toe up. I'm going to come here, the top of his foot, and draw the other toes down. Okay, and they are all bandaged up, so we can just do it however we like. Like we've done with bandages before, you just kind of like make it your own. You don't have to do anything specific. Okay, so we're going to do this leg too. We're going to bring it in. And again, I'm just going to draw some crazy metal stuff. Kind of like I did over there. Going by what they've done and what I'm interpreting it as. Okay, let's do another big shackle right here. I'm going to kind of make those round like that. And then draw his other foot. So I'm going to draw the ball of his foot down to his toe. And then I'm going to draw his big toe like that. Bring his other toes in, and those go down. Okay. Bandage that foot up, because he's got little boo-boos on his bandaged feet, I guess. Just kidding. So now I'm going to add just a little bit more detail. And then we can color this up. So I'm gonna add just like some dents and messed up things to his metal. And gonna draw his pecs. And I'm gonna draw, like I said, some crazy weird lines on him. Just because he's all scarred and scratched up and got his prisoner marks, right? Okay. Alright, and see, he's got some on his arms too, so we're just going to do some crazy things like that. Just to, again, just to give it some flavor, some detail, some uniqueness. When you're doing it, you do your own. Do what you like. That way, when you're drawing it for your friends, they're going to be like, wow, that's cool. You say, well, that's because that's what I did. I added some stuff to make it my own. And whenever they draw it, they're going to do it themselves to make it their own. And you guys all will have your own unique little prisoner. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used. Or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.